Hi everybody. So a couple weeks ago I started doing these live videos on Instagram, Facebook, trying to figure out how to do both, but apparently that's not possible. Anyway, now that's the story. And it's Saturdays and Sunday mornings, and it's me just as I am. And I figured no day like Mother's Day should I be more natural and raw than any other day, right? Because the reality is everybody out there that's a mom, you don't get to shower every day and put on makeup and you don't feel great. And some days the best joy and comfort you can have is not having to do any of those things. Like, just especially if you're a working mom, like outside the home working mom, because being in the home is a lot of work. But some days you just want to chill and you don't want to put makeup on, and you don't want to shower, and you just want to roll around, and it's 1:45, and yeah, that's what happens. And what I wanted to talk about on this Mother's Day is the fact that we think that people are just made mothers, right? And that's not true. Because sometimes you bear a child and you are not choosing to be a mom. And you don't choose every day. And so, or a lot of days. And sometimes you don't have enough awareness or enough foresight, or you think that you don't have a choice. And so you go through every single day keeping a child as a responsibility, as an obligation, and yet you don't choose to be a mother. So seems like maybe an odd thing to bring up on Mother's Day, and yet somehow it really struck me, because for some of us, motherhood was not what we chose in our heads as part of our plan, and that it happened. And then we did our best to show up every single day and choose to be a mom. And some of us didn't have moms that showed up, that chose to be a mom, but kept us. And we have deep, deep mother wounds, right? And some of us had really great and decent moms, and we still have mother wounds. Mother wounds are real. They are freaking tricky. And I can tell you, as a mom, there's probably nothing that at this stage of my life that I shame and lament, maybe is the right word, but that I cause, like, my own wound that I've caused myself is around my motherhood. It's around feeling like I could have made better choices and done better in a lot of ways. And you know what? Maybe that is true. Yet it's also 100% true that I did the very best that I knew how to do at that time. And so if you are a mom, I beg you, implore you to cut yourself a break today, if no other day, and allow yourself to breathe, that you're doing or you've done the very best that you can, and we don't get it perfect and we don't get it right. And I also feel like I want today to acknowledge that if you are someone that didn't have a great mom or have a whole lot of unresolved motherhood wounds, know that that's okay. It's okay that Mother's Day doesn't make you feel great thinking about your mom. And I also want to put out there that there are amazing, amazing, beautiful women that lost babies, that couldn't have babies, that chose not to ever have children. And yet I see them, I know them, and they show up and mother in the most amazing ways. They mother their friends. They mother their friends' children. They mother nieces and nephews. They mother coworkers. They're nurturing and they're caring and they're giving and they're selfless. And so being a mom doesn't have a single definition. And just because you bore a child doesn't make you a mother either. I was having a great conversation with a friend the other night, and she said, "You use the word choice a lot." And I do. I do. Because I think the one thing that changes your life and heals you is to understand that you always have a choice, and to be able to understand and recognize when someone didn't know that they had a choice. Sometimes they just don't know that they have a choice. Sometimes we don't know that we have a choice. Choice is the difference between positivity and negativity. It's the difference between suffering and love. It's the difference between being defensive and being observant and aware. Choice changes our lives. Choice makes us who we are. Your choice to identify with mother wounds, to identify yourself as a mother, your choice to identify yourself as a bad mom, as a failing mom, as someone who made possible error in your life because you didn't choose to be a mother. All these things are a choice, and every single day, every minute, you get to show up and choose again. So if you've been telling yourself a story to this point that you've somehow failed as a mother, right now, this next minute, choose to say, "No, I didn't." Whatever that story is that you tell yourself, whatever you've been telling yourself, you don't have to hold on to that. It doesn't have to stay the same. I'm sure that's plenty enough for today. Mothers, we don't choose them, but we choose to acknowledge who they are. We can choose somebody to be our mother figure, even though they're not our blood mother. And we choose whether or not we're a mother and who we're a mother to and how we show up and be that mother. The choice of motherhood, no matter what it looks like, it's yours. Love you all. Hope you find a way to have some peace and love no matter what your mother or motherhood status is. Have a great day.